on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired? God, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Starr, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and intact? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination intact. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Starr, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820, or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agent, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Well, in celebration of Black History Month, BB Clement presents Afro Global Networking Lounge 2025. Speaker Dr. Olumide Emmanuel. The event is taking place on Monday, the 27th of October 2025 from 12 noon to 3 p.m. The venue is Stevenson Howard LLP 1 Finsbury Green Circus, City of London, EC2 7SH. Please note, this is an exclusive event with limited spaces. For more information, contact reception at augustineclement.com or call 0203-223-0800. The fee comes at £60 for ordinary ticket and £75 for VIPs. This program is sponsored by Stevenson Howard and hosted by BB Clement.
Hello, beloved. My name is Reverend Michael Recruitment Science Yama, and this is my wife.
I am Isabella Elom Isiama.
Amen. For the past 7.5 years, this was our home. This is where many people have come to hear the word of God. Many people have come to celebrate. Many celebrations have taken place. We've seen various Christmas services, Easter services, various Sunday services, youth empowerment programs, men empowerment programs, women empowerment programs, many baby dedications, memorial services, birthday celebrations, and so on and so forth. People coming and being blessed. It has been a home, a joy, a beacon of hope to the community. As at the back end of last year, we've been asked to move from here. That was a very difficult moment for us as a church. As God will have it, we have found a place, we have found a home that will help us not to continue to do just the same, but to reach out more and to engage with the community more.
We found a home in Andover, a church building that will suit our needs and help us advance the gospel while serving our community. In addition to what we have already done in the past few years, we are also hoping to hold outreach programs, youth empowerment programs, career days for the youth, feed the homeless, feed the elderly, have big breakfast mornings, musical concerts, fun days, and so many ideas that we have on the table that we want to implement. And we are calling on you today to stand with us and support us financially so that we can purchase this property to advance the gospel and to serve the community and to help us continue the good work that we are already doing. We are counting on you and we are calling out to you to stand with us to make this dream a reality. If you are in the position to support us financially, please lend a hand to help us complete the purchase of this property, to serve the people around us, and also to advance the gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Yes, indeed, beloved, there is a saying that every little helps. If you are led to support us, to donate to this genuine cause, to help to push the work of God, to complete the purchase of the church building the Lord has given us, details will be on the screen. If in case you are in doubt, details, our contact details will be on the screen as well. Please do not hesitate to reach out to us for further clarifications, or if in doubt. We'll be happy to hear from you, and we'll be more than happy to receive of your generous donation and to complete the purchase of the church building the Lord has given us. God richly bless you.
Amen.
And we are hoping to hear from you soon.
Amen.
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 'Twas grace that thought my
Well, in celebration of Black History Month, BB Clement presents Afro Global Networking Lounge 2025. Speaker, Dr. Olumide Emmanuel. The event is taking place on Monday, the 27th of October 2025 from 12 noon to 3 p.m. The venue is Stevenson Howard LLP, 1 Finsbury Green Circus, City of London, EC2 7SH. Please note, this is an exclusive event with limited spaces. For more information, contact reception at augustineclement.com or call 0203-223-0800. The fee comes at £60 for ordinary ticket and $75 for VIPs. This program is sponsored by Stevenson Howard and hosted by BB Clement. Hey, Charlie, you're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired? God, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenating, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233244941 or 00233200606 and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR, S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Well, in celebration of Black History Month, BB Clement presents Afro Global Networking Lounge 2025. Speaker, Dr. Olumide Emmanuel. The event is taking place on Monday, the 27th of October 2025 from 12 noon to 3 p.m. The venue is Stevenson Howard LLP 1 Finsbury Green Circus, City of London, EC2 7SH. Please note, this is an exclusive event with limited spaces. For more information, contact reception at augustineclement.com or call 0203-223-0800. The fee comes at £60 for ordinary ticket and $75 for VIPs. This program is sponsored by Stevenson Howard and hosted by BB Clement.
This is Starr Radio UK.
The best radio show. Broadcasting worldwide online 24/7.
In your car,
At work.
at home.
On your smartphone.
This is Starr Radio UK.
Are you ready to turn it up?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, your heart is aching. Smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Hey, this is Archie and you are listening to Starr Radio UK and the Morning Show. And the Morning Show.
This is Starr Radio. This is
UK.
Starr Radio
UK.
This is Starr Radio
UK.
Welcome.
Broadcasting worldwide online 24/7.
Enlighten your day with Starr Radio. Starr Radio. Radio for the people, by the people.
Oh, hello. Let me say massive good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you wherever you might be on planet Earth and those of you on other planets as well. We want to salute each and every one of you and welcome you to the Starr Radio UK Monday edition of the morning show, and I remain yours sincerely, the one and only.
This is the morning show with Archie.
So from now until exactly 12:30 when we bring the program to a close, I'm going to be your captain. I'm going to bring you everything from archaeology to zoology, from Accra to Zanzibar. If it's making the headlines, be rest assured of one thing, I'm going to be bringing that your way. But if you don't know, you know. I remain yours sincerely, the one and only.
This is the morning show with Archie.
All right, then let me say good morning to my able producer, Mr. Francis Guy, to Perry and all the team here. I say good morning to you, Mr. Laimi Koiki. Welcome back home here. Massive good morning to you, Mr. Frank Davis. Good morning, KB Bossman. Good morning, Vicky Newton. Good morning. Good morning to no other one but the one and only Bishop Adesina Anthony Adedeji Shamsuddin Aziz. Good morning to you all. Ajani Ajala, massive good morning to you. Tosino all the way in Moscow, I salute you. Atakofi and Niana Najo, the chief of Ashaman, or all inhabitants of Ashaman, I salute you. Delta Hammond, all the way in Accra, Ghana, to Mom, Mrs. Ryder Hammond, and to my sis, Rosita Hammond. Good morning to you all. Hope you're all doing very, very well. Eben, all the way in Cape Town, good morning to you. And to Antonio, good morning, and to the family there as well. I salute each and every one of you, wherever you are listening to us. Kojo D, good morning, Felix. Good morning to no other one but the one and only Reverend Michael Esiama and Captain Tete. I salute you all once again. Welcome to the program. This is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. But it is all happening. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening live. Come tomorrow, the event is going to take place in celebration of Black History Month. BB Clement presents Afro Global Networking Lunch 2025. The speaker is today. My apologies. The speaker is Dr. Olumide Emmanuel. And the time is from 12 to 3 p.m. If you are late there, please check it out, because the event is taking place today. All right then, let me say good morning to BB Clement there as well. Sister BB, good morning to you. Hope you are doing very, very well there as well. Okay, so now we are moving on straight to let me say good morning to the one and only HRH Linda Pallien, who will be joining me during the course of the program to bring you Career 101. Massive good morning to you, my lady, and good morning all the way in Ghana to the money man himself, Mr. Dante Berry, CEO of GL Accountancy Services. Good morning to you, sir. Hope you are doing very, very well. Okay, let's crack on. Well, so by what program I'm going to bring you the quote for the day, the weather forecast will follow suit, then the travel update. We'll move on from there to have a look at some of the stories making the rounds across the globe, that is known as global trotting. Then after which, I go on to bring you the details of the stories. At a 11:45, the line is activated for you to add a voice to the discussion. Then exactly at 12:30, from 12 we bring you Career 101. Then at 12:30 we bring the program to close from there. So in a gist, that's what's going to happen. But wherever you are listening to us this morning, once again, thank you very much for tuning in. Do me a massive favor, share the broadcast with your friends and loved ones, and invite them to like our pages. All right then, let's crack on. Okay, so when it comes to the quote for the day, it says the foundation of any successful relationship between two individuals is their understanding of each other and the knowledge that they have something in common. What do you have in common with the person, or the person, the relationship that you have? What do you have in common with the individual there? Okay, that's very, very important. That is very, very important. The understanding and knowing that we have something in common. What do we have in common? Right, ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Okay, let's move on to the weather front. Well, over the weekend the weather changed and it's all sorts going on there, but let me tell you exactly what is happening on the weather front here in London and the southern part of England. You can see that I'm putting on I put on my vest and I put on my jacket as well, my coat. Yeah, so fully suited. Yes, because it's cold. You know, the studio has to be cold, the temperature has to be at a particular level, and when the weather is like that, and yeah, you can just imagine how it is. But wherever you are, that is how it stays. Now, when it comes to the weather forecast for today, today will be largely dry with plenty of sunshine and a few areas of cloud. Winds will ease through the afternoon. It's going to be turning cloudier through the evening. Tonight we'll have a cloudy start with some drizzle, turning drier in the early hours with clear spells and variable clouds. Showers will push in the north towards the end of the night. It's going to be turning windy. Top temperature is going to be 13 degrees and the lowest is going to be 10 degrees. Pollen level, no pollen level. UV level is going to be moderate. Pollution is going to be low. Sunset 16:43 and sunrise for tomorrow morning 06:46 hours, and that brings us to 3 minutes past the top of the hour, where I take you on your travel updates. Keep your eyes on the roads. Also keep it navigated. Starr Radio UK and your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London.
In your car,
at work,
at home,
on your smartphone.
All right then. So whether you're traveling or in your car or wherever you are this morning, I just want you to hold on to it, and just bear with me. Let's take a quick commercial break and I'll be with you.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it, you're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR, S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
You are listening to Star Radio Morning Show.
And let me take this opportunity to also say congratulations on the first anniversary of their wedding, Mr. and Mrs. Kwanzaa. Massive good morning to you all. I hope you had a good day yesterday. All right, then. Let's crack on. Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. So on the travels this morning, the Central Line is experiencing minor delays on the entire line due to train cancellations. On the District Line as well, minor delays between Wimbledon and Parsons Green while they fix a rail. While Network Rail fixes a signal failure at East Putney. There are good service on the rest of the line though. Now on the Milled May as well, from Monday the 27th and Tuesday the 28th of October, a revised service operation between Wilson Junction and Camden Road. Some trains operate non-stop on this section. Now Saturday the 25th, okay, that is gone, so that is okay. Now moving on to the other underground lines, good service there. London Overground, good service. DLR, good service. But the London Tram Link till Saturday the 20, from Saturday 24th until Sunday the 2nd of November, no service between Therapia Lane and Wimbledon. Replacement bus services. TI operates between Warden Marsh and Wimbledon via Ampere Way, Therapia Combo Way, Beddington Lane, Mitcham Common, the Ravensbury, Mitcham Junction, Mitcham Belgrave Walk, Morden Road for Phipps Bridge, and Morden Road for Merton Park. Use Wimbledon for Dundonald Road. And please note, on Tuesday the 28th October between 19:30 and 23:30, buses will start and finish by Stop L in Hatfield Road instead of Stop D in the Broadway due to roadworks. So please check it out and follow it, and you'll be good at your travels. Okay, but we say keep your eyes on the roads, as we keep you navigated. I promise. Our bond on the major roads in London. A few issues here and there. Putney High Street, both directions at the junction of Lacey Road. Temporary signals in place to facilitate emergency UKPN works, and that is brought about some serious delays, so please check it out. Also, North Circular Road, northbound at the junction of A118 Rumford Road, lane 1 of 3 is blocked due to dangerous structure, so that is also causing serious delays, so please check it out. And that aside, on the other A roads, good service or no exceptional delays there. Now moving on to the riverboats this morning, I can tell you shortly, apart from the Woolwich Ferry that is suspended, all the others are running a good service. It's suspended due to high winds. Okay, and now moving on straight to the London Cable Car. Good service throughout. Now, when it comes to the National Rail this morning, the final segment of the travel update, as I say, keep your eyes on the roads, keep your eyes on the roads. Now, Greater Anglia is offering special service, Merseyrail, Northern Rail, special services. Now, Southwestern Railway and Southern also offering special services. That aside, all the others are running a good service. And that is why I would say it once again as I normally would. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you, wherever you might be on planet Earth. But you know what? Enjoy your commute for the day, but wherever you are, continue to keep those eyes where on the roads. Let's take a commercial break, and we come back, we'll continue with the show. Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and intact? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination intact. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Enlighten your day with Star Radio. Enlighten your day with Star Radio.
Welcome back to the program. This is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Bringing the time now to 11 minutes past 11 the time, and the Monday edition of the morning show. And we go on. Now, let's go. Global trotting, kicking off from home here. Home Office has squandered billions on asylum hotels. MPs are saying flawed contracts and incompetent delivery left the department unable to cope with the demand for asylum accommodation, a report by MPs has suggested. And I know, because I've been saying this all the time, that it looks like the hotels, the owners are making big hooks of money on the back of this asylum hotels. They're making big hooks. They're not virtually providing anything yet. They're making lots of money from there. But now that we know that billions have been squandered, let's see what comes out of that. Now, prisons begin extra checks after migrant release in Era. Well. He didn't run off. He didn't. I bet he didn't know what, because apparently when you look at the stories surrounding his release and everything, that he was there waiting and didn't know, was asking, well, I'm supposed to be deported, but where do I go? I've been released. Where do I go? They said pick a train and go. Go where? Okay. MOG owes us 20 million after contractor collapse. Say suppliers. We're going to be telling you more about that. And North Sea oil and gas firm Petrofac files for administration. Really? Okay, NHS needs up to 3 billion extra to avoid cuts. Health leaders are warning. A boy thrown from Tate Modern can now run, jump, and swim. That's some good news. A man arrested over racially aggravated rape. All right then, ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK. Okay, and then illegal immigration and smuggling. Blitz sees 50 arrests. Those are some of the stories making the rounds there. Okay, and let's go. Man dies after driving car wrong way on M6. Ooh, that's a big one, right? Okay, it is all coming your way from Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. In other stories making the rounds in other parts of the world, Trump gives $2 toothless Asian summit, its moment in the sun. Now, U.S. President's presence boosted Asian profile at a time when many are questioning its relevance. And U.S. and China agree framework of trade deal ahead of Trump's Xi meeting. Let's see what will come out of that. Has Trump's peace deal solved the Thailand-Cambodia dispute? Those are some of the questions making the rounds there. And Harris concerned she did not ask Biden to quit race. Okay. Now the Democrats are going to go on to make all sorts and say all sorts and do all sorts. But let's see what happens. The Trump raises tariffs on Canadian goods over Reagan advert. Well, Reagan said tariffs are not good. Trump says, woo! Now, target to slash 1,800 office jobs in bid for 10 around. Those are some of the stories. Flight delays in U.S. to grow. Whereas Transportation Secretary has warned, because if the dispute is not resolved, the impasse, well, then what is going to happen is that there are going to be delays. No doubt, Trump wants to topple our government. Venezuelan officials are saying. Why? All right, then, let's move on to some of the other stories making the rounds in the Latin American area. Hurricane Melissa could be strongest to ever hit Jamaica. Melissa has been upgraded to a Category 5 storm and could become Jamaica's strongest on record. Well, we pray for lives and we hope that at least it will turn around and hit, maybe land in the sea instead. Argentina's Milei wins big in midterm with chainsaw austerity. And then Venezuela, Maduro says U.S. fabricating war as it deploys world's largest warship. And the U.S. imposes sanctions on left-wing Colombian President Petro. And Brazil's Lula, 79, to seek 40 as president. Ecuador's president says he was target of foil chocolate and jam poisoning. Well, they cannot finish him, so they're not trying to use any ways and means to do it. Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. In Europe, 2 arrested over theft of jewels at Louvre Museum in Paris. Now, 4 thieves broke into the world's most visited museum in broad daylight, stealing 8 items worth 88 million euros or 76 million pounds or $102 million. Okay. In another story, 3 have been killed in Russian strikes on Kyiv, officials have said, and currently declared president of Ireland after landslide win. Independent candidate winning that. And let's see where it takes Ireland. Now, man arrested after viral video alleged rape attempt on a Paris train. Okay. And woman gets rare whole life sentence for murder of French school girl. And the Ukrainian allies pledge to take Russian oil and gas off global market. Japanese tourist falls to death at Pantheon in Italy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Now, in the Middle East, well, inside serious jail for IS suspects, as officials say attacks by group are rising. Kurdish counter-terrorism officials said the so-called Islamic State cells in Syria are regrouping and increasing attacks. What can be done? When we had Assad, he was clamping down on them. It was difficult. It was fighting. There were a lot of things going on there because there were a lot of divisions there. But somehow they were getting on with it. But now let's see what is happening. International troops won't want to enforce Gaza peace, says King of Jordan. Why not? Egypt and Red Cross join search for hostage bodies in Gaza. Well, yes, we said that there will be a need for that to get things taken along nicely. And Gaza children dying as they wait for Israel to enable evacuation. Now, Rubio says lots of countries willing to join Gaza security force, but that's what the King of Jordan is saying, that he doesn't think that international troops will be able to enforce that. Vance and Rubio criticized Israeli Parliament's vote on West Bank annexation. And Warsaw ghetto survivor who resisted the Nazis has also died. All right then. Moving on into Asia as well, as we did say earlier on, Trump. But Indian minister accused of victim blaming after Australian cricketers assault. And then India and China resumes direct flights as ties improve. There are some of the stories making the round. And for Thailand's former queen, Sirikit, dies aged 93. Well. Okay, let's move on to the African front as well. Cameroon 92-year-old president wins controversial 8th term. Paul Biya extends his 43 years in power after Constitutional Council declares him the winner of a heavily disputed election. Mali shuts schools and universities as jihadists blockade worsens fuel crisis, and UN police for safe passage for civilians trapped in war-hit Sudan City. A coronation, not a contest. Tanzania's first female president faces little opposition because all opponents who are making too much noise have been silenced in the way. Outside Madagascar president stripped of citizenship. It's one of the stories making the rounds there. And attacks on people like me happen every time my country has an election. That's albinos. Why? Are they used for rituals to make parties win, or what? What exactly are they used for? Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is all coming away from Starr Radio UK. In Ivory Coast as well, preliminary election results point to another term for Ouattara. Well, he's going to be president for life, isn't he? Okay, we'll tell you more about that. And protests erupt in Cameroon as opposition claims election victory and is going on. And Djibouti Parliament votes to lift presidential age limits. You can go until you're 101 and a half. But whatever it is, just joking. Okay, so 2 minutes ago, Paul Biya was declared winner of presidential elections. In Nigeria as well, IPOB terrorism. Nnamdi Kano's abandoned plans to defend himself, declares the trial illegal. Whether you say it's illegal or not, they put you in the box. So what can you do? Let me say good morning to all my listeners and viewers on the Koiki Media platform, Yoruba Nation platform, and the United States of Biafra platforms as well. Massive good morning to you all there. And Obi comments on Yahoo boys reckless, disappointing. Lagos APC saying the NDLE arrest Lagos club owner, others in coordinated operation. And Chinese firms invested over 1.3 billion in Nigeria lithium sector. Dangote refinery to become world's largest, expands capacity to 1.4 million barrels per day. So is there a need for Nigeria to still go on to be importing finished products into the country? Petrol, diesel, aviation fuel, kerosene, and all that others? Well. In other stories as well, making the rounds this time around in Ghana as well, Dr. Odrosai vows to fight back G-Tech claim of his invalid doctor title. Okay, let's see. Okay, today I've awarded myself a doctorate. So I am Dr. Archie. Come on, can you take that one from me? Well, they said no, but he said he's going to be fighting that. Whoever honored, whether it's an honorary one or whatever it is. Now, short hair won't stop double salary scandals. Ras Mubarak has fired back at Haruna Idrisu. I'll be telling you more about that. Let me say good morning to my baby sister once again. Delta, a good morning to you. To Rosie, good morning. To Mom once again. Massive good morning to you all there in Ghana. Now our time is at par, right? Yes, so it's 11:23 there as well. But wherever you are, it is Starr Radio UK. Now, Eastern region, 3 shots, police vehicles vandalized in violent clash over royal burial at Asaman Kese. I know Kofi Ali Abdul Yakin will say that that's why he hates all these chieftaincy institutions. He thinks that there's no need for that. We've moved from that. But well, somebody said that even here we have the king who is also ruling and doing that. What about that? He will say we have sub chiefs. We can bring them or rule them or under one the umbrella and say this one is the top chief over all of them or king. But who will be? Is it Ashantis? Is it Akims? Or who? In a very sad story, 7-year-old boy drowns in manhole at Abom Red Top. Where is that as well? And Bank of Ghana to use celebration to address dollarization. That the city exchange rate is I think $1 to 10. Is it 10 point what? Okay, I'll be telling you more about that. Don't you worry. Don't you worry about that at all. And then in final, another story from Ghana as well. Well, poverty among Ghanaian pensioners is high. Well, so what are they using to calculate that? Interestingly, how has it been in the past? But well, you want to know more, I'm going to be telling you more about all that. For the moment, let's take a quick break, and once we come back, I'll bring you everything that you need to know, and the passing of Nana Konadu, a trailblazer for women empowerment, who passed last week. Very sad one there, but wherever and whatever you do, you got to stay tuned. Don't touch the dial. Starr Radio UK. A quick commercial break. We come back and we continue with the show.
Hello, beloved. My name is Reverend Michael Recruitment Science Siama, and this is my wife.
I am Isabella Elom Isiama.
Amen. For the past 7.5 years, this was our home. This is where many people have come to hear the word of God. Many people have come to celebrate. Many celebrations have taken place. We've seen various Christmas services, Easter services, various Sunday services, youth empowerment programs, men empowerment programs, women empowerment programs, many baby dedications, memorial services, birthday celebrations, and so on and so forth. People coming and being blessed. It has been a home, a joy, a beacon of hope to the community. As at the back end of last year, we've been asked to move from here. That was a very difficult moment for us as a church. As God will have it, we have found a place, we have found a home that will help us not to continue to do just the same, but to reach out more and to engage the community more.
We found a home in Andover, a church building that will suit our needs and help us advance the gospel while serving our community. In addition to what we have already done in the past few years, we are also hoping to hold outreach programs, youth empowerment programs, career days for the youth, feed the homeless, feed the elderly, have big breakfast mornings, musical concerts, fun days, and so many ideas that we have on the table that we want to implement. And we are calling on you today to stand with us and support us financially so that we can purchase this property to advance the gospel and to serve the community and to help us continue the good work that we are already doing. We are counting on you and we are calling out to you to stand with us to make this dream a reality. If you are in the position to support us financially, please lend a hand to help us complete the purchase of this property, to serve the people around us and also to advance the gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Yes, indeed, beloved, there is a saying that every little helps. If you are led to support us, to donate to this genuine cause, to help to push the work of God, to complete the purchase of the church building the Lord has given us, details will be on the screen. If in case you are in doubt, details, our contact details will be on the screen as well. Please do not hesitate to reach out to us for further clarifications, or if in doubt, we'll be happy to hear from you, and we'll be more than happy to receive of your generous donation and to complete the purchase of the church building the Lord has given us. God richly bless you.
Amen.
And we are hoping to hear from you soon.
Amen.
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 'Twas grace that I thought my
reggae dancehall taking over. Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Yo, what's up, people? This is a boy Raskin Bobo One. Tune in every day, every night at the Star Radio UK with the big man them Archie. When I say Orta, you say fire.
Welcome back to the program. This is Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Thank you to each and every one of you who tuned in this morning to listen to us. As I did say, at a quarter to 12, the line will be activated for you to add your voice to the discussions. Then at 12 o'clock, we bring the first part of the program. We'll cross over to Cyprus, where I'll be having a chat with our own HRH Linda Pallien on Career 101. So wherever you are, don't tag the dial. This is Star Radio UK, and I remain yours sincerely, the one and only
Archie on Star Radio. Nobody does it better.
All right, so let's crack on. Now, in stories making the rounds from the UK front today, as we tagged on it, well, apparently information coming through saying that, well, Home Office has squandered billions on asylum hotels. In whose pockets did this money land? The Home Office has squandered billions of pounds of taxpayers' money on asylum accommodation, according to a report by a committee of MPs. The Home Office committee said flawed contracts and incompetent delivery left the department unable to cope with a surge in demand, and it relied on hotels as go-to solutions instead of temporary stop gaps. The MP said expects costs had tripled to more than 15 billion, and not enough has been done to recoup excess profits. A Home Office spokesperson said the government was furious about the number of illegal migrants in the country and in hotels, and reiterated its pledge to end the use of asylum hotels by 2029. Just under 103,000 asylum seekers are being housed by the government, of which just over 32,000, around a third, are accommodated in 210 hotels. Asylum accommodation is currently delivered through a series of large-scale regional contracts agreed by the previous government with a number of private providers, which started in 2019 and expire in 2029. They allow for the use of contingency accommodation, usually hotels, when demands exceed supply, but the state that these should only be used on short-term basis. The report said current system for housing people seeking asylum, with its reliance on hotels, was expensive, unpopular with local communities, and unsuitable for asylum seekers themselves. The report said the contract drawn up by for accommodation providers on the under the Conservatives had been flawed, and that inadequate oversight had meant failing went unnoticed and unaddressed. Expected costs for hotel contracts from 2019 to 2029 have risen from 4.5 billion to 15.3 billion, while two accommodation providers still owe millions in excess profits that the Home Office has not recovered, the report has found. The expected cost for hotel contracts from 2019 to 2029, the report said the department neglected its day-to-day management of the contract and had not sufficiently ordered financial penalties for providers who have poor performance. These include no fines for failures at hotels and larger accommodation sites, while excess profits from providers are yet to be reclaimed. The committee said the money should be used on public services, not sitting in the bank account of private businesses. There are few issues more sensitive for this government than its management of the asylum issues. Now, while ministers have set a deadline for ending the use of asylum hotels by the next general election, most likely 2029, they want to show progress in reducing the numbers long before then. Labour officials are especially anxious about how hotels can become a rallying point for frustration in different communities across the country. The specific criticism of the Home Office is also the latest reminder of how many government controversies emanate from the department, following rows only in the last week over the grooming gangs inquiry, the collapse of the prosecution of two men accused of spying for China, and the return of migrants deported to France under the one in and one out scheme. So if you are the leader or or the Prime Minister, what do you think I'm going to do? And especially our work as a Home Secretary, what are you going to do? Well, and it did happen. How did it happen? Well. Extra checks will be carried out in prisons across England and Wales from Monday after a migrant sex offender was released in error last week. The government has ordered governors to carry out new procedures to avoid a repeat of Hadush Kibatu's mistaken release from HMP Chelmsford on Friday, which led to a manhunt and his eventual arrest in London on Sunday. Justice Secretary David Lammy will face questions today after updating Parliament on an independent inquiry into Kibatu, into how Kibatu was set free rather than deported. The extra checks have been criticized by senior prison staff, who told News they will increase workload and put more pressure on system already struggling to cope. Kibatu's release has led to renewed focus on the state of HM prison services, which the government had described as broken. The number of prisoners who have been released mistakenly has risen sharply, with 262 let out in error between April 2024 and March 2025, and up from 115 over the same period a year earlier. Charlie Taylor, HM Chief Inspector of Prisons, said something is going badly wrong with the prison system, pointing to the rising number of mistaken releases. Asked about the new checklist prison staff will need to follow before releasing an inmate, Mr. Taylor said it had not been shared with him in full, so he could not say if it was proportionate. Well, it's quite a difficult time for the government. Yeah, it's quite a difficult, especially when it comes to the Home Office, which seems to all these departments all fall underneath it. But quite an interesting time, right? It's all coming away from Starr Radio UK. One other story, and then we move on from there. A 92-year-old man has been arrested in connection with a racially aggravated rape in Warsaw, police have said. It comes after a woman aged in her 20s was attacked in the Park Hall area of the Warsaw on Saturday night. West Midlands Police said it was a significant development in their inquiry and thanked everyone who came forward with information following an appeal on Sunday. The force said the victim had suffered an absolutely appalling attack and was being supported by specially trained officers. Now, Detective Superintendent Ronan Tyra said, our investigation will progress today, and as always, our priority is the woman who was the subject of this attack. She has been updated this morning and will continue to receive full support from specially trained officers. Now, in making their appeals on Sunday, police had said they were hunting a white man aged in his 30s with short hair and dark clothing, and lo and behold, I think they've apprehended somebody there. It is all coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. All right. An international story is making the rounds this morning. Now, Donald Trump has said he is adding 10% to U.S. tariffs on goods imported from Canada after the province of Ontario aired an anti-tariff advertisement featuring Ronald Reagan. Now, calling the advert a fraud, the U.S. president lashed out at Canadian officials for not removing it ahead of World Series Baseball Championship. Now, Prime Minister Mark Carney said in response that Canada was ready to continue to build on the progress we had been making in trade talks, but added that it was developing trade relationship with other countries. Of course, that is what should happen, because you don't let somebody hold you to ransom all the time. If you breathe, they say hey, that's an insult. They're insinuating a lot of stuff. So, well, if others can come together and do their own stuff, then it will take the power. And I say it all the time, power is transient. You can just move from one person and go to another group of people. Yeah? Okay. So let's see what happens on that front. Well, Canada is the only G7 country to not reach a deal with the US since Trump began seeking to levy steep tariffs on goods from major trading partners. The US has already imposed a 35% levy on all Canadian goods Though most are exempt under an existing free trade agreement, it has also slapped sector-specific levies on Canadian goods, including 50% levy on metals and 25% on automobiles. Now, Trump said while traveling to Asia on Saturday that he was increasing the tariff on Canada by 10% over and above what they are paying now. Tariffs are paid by the companies that import foreign products, not the exporters themselves. Okay, so it's going on like that. I want some countries that can call his bluff and then let's see what happens on that front. Like China, because they push and then China pushes them back, and then they say, oh yeah, we have to talk. Oh yeah, we can agree on something, because China is too big for them to be able to do anything about that. Well. On that note, the US and China has agreed a framework of a potential deal that will be discussed when their respective leaders meet later this week. Now, the US Treasury Secretary has said, Scott Bessent said that this included a final deal on TikTok, US operation, and deferral on China's tightened rare earth mineral controls. He also said he did not anticipate the 100% tariff on Chinese goods threatened by President Donald Trump coming into force, while China will resume substantial soybean purchase from the U.S. Now, both nations are seeking to avoid further escalation in a trade war between the world's two largest economies. Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping are due to hold talks on Thursday in South Korea. Bessent met senior Chinese trade officials on the sidelines of the Association of Southeast Asian Nation summit in Malaysia, which Trump is also attending as part of a tour of Asia. Beijing said they had constructive discussions. Bessent said the countries had reached a substantial framework for the two leaders, adding the tariff will be averted. The Chinese government said in a statement that both negotiation teams reached a basic consensus on arrangement to address their respective concerns. Both sides agreed to further finalize specific details, they added. Well. Starr Radio UK. Trump, let's see what happens on that front. It's all coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Well, Argentina's President Javier Milei had led his party to a landslide victory in Sunday's midterm elections after defining the first 2 years of his presidency with radical spending cuts and free market reforms. His party, La Libertad Avanza, won nearly 41% of the vote, taking 13 of 34 Senate seats and 64 of the 127 lower house seats that were contested. His gains will make it easier for Milei to push ahead with his program to slash state spending and deregulate the economy. Now, President Donald Trump congratulated Milei on social media, saying he's making us all look good before the vote. Trump made it clear $40 billion U.S. lifeline for Argentina will depend on Milei keeping political momentum. Milei supporters welcomed that, though critics accused Trump of foreign interference in Argentina's election. So he said, I'm going to give you that if you keep him in. I'll support you with that. So maybe that is working. But is that interference? Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London at 11:44. In Jamaica, people in Jamaica are bracing for the impact of Hurricane Melissa, which is forecast to unleash destructive winds and bring catastrophic flooding to the Caribbean nation in the coming hours. Melissa was upgraded to a Category 5 hurricane, the maximum strength early on Monday. The US-based National Hurricane Center said the authorities fear that Melissa, which has already been blamed for the death of 4 people on the island of Hispaniola, could become the strongest hurricane ever to hit Jamaica. We are praying for them. Our thoughts are with them because we have families there, and we are praying that things everything can ease, right? Yes. An update from the NHC at 09 hours GMT said Melissa was about 130 miles or 209 kilometers southwest of Kingston in Jamaica. We hope that people will not take the risk to try to they're going to go into the sea and go and do all those stuff. That this time around, as the Prime Minister was saying, it's a serious situation. So please hearken to the authorities and do what they are supposed to do. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Star Radio UK. It's now 11:45, and let me announce the lines open. Call us via Teams. It is Star Radio UK, and let us hear from you. Call us on Teams or via Teams. Look for Star Radio UK and just call in.
Call the studio now.
All right, then, Star Radio UK. Let's move on. In the Middle East as well. Now, countries who will reject being asked to enforce peace in Gaza if deployed under the Trump ceasefire plan, King Abdullah of Jordan has said, under U.S. President Trump's 20-point peace plan, Arab states and international partners are to commit stabilization forces that will train and provide support to vetted Palestinian police forces in Gaza and will consult with Jordan and Egypt, who have extensive experience in this field. Hamas is to disarm and give up political control of the territory. Now, what is the mandate of security forces inside of Gaza? The question is that we hope that it is peacekeeping, because if it's peace enforcing, nobody will want to touch that, said King Abdullah. In an exclusive interview, he said that Jordan and Egypt were willing to train Palestinian security forces. Now, peacekeeping is that you are sitting there supporting the local police force, the Palestinians, which Jordan and Egypt are willing to train in large numbers, but that takes time. If you're running around Gaza on patrol with weapons, that's not a situation that any country would like to get involved in. The king's comments reflect concerns from the US and other nations about being dragged into continuing conflict between Hamas and Israel, or Hamas and other Palestinian groups. Now, if you have been following the story, what do you think is happening there, or what do you think is going to happen there? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Star Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let's go to Africa as well. Cameroon's 92-year-old President Paul Biya has been declared winner of heavily disputed elections by the Constitutional Council. He got 53.7% of the vote compared to the 35.2% of his challenger Isa Chiroma Bakari. Biya, who is the world's oldest head of state, will now serve an 8th consecutive term. He first came to power in 1982. Chiroma Bakari had earlier claimed victory, saying the Constitutional Council will announce a tainted result. Now, streets in Bamenda City in the west are deserted amid fears of unrest. At least 4 people have been killed on Sunday in clashes with the security forces in the commercial hub of Douala. Now, opposition supporters have defied a ban on protests, saying the ruling party wants to seal the victory from them. And with this announcement now, I don't think it's like they want to steal, but it's now gone. But let's see how that all pans out. Ladies and gentlemen, Star Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Well, he's got a beautiful wife behind him. And just, yeah. Tell him, man, this is what you got to do. You have to still be the president. Yeah, whether you like it or not. Till you are lying in your coffin or casket, whatever it is. Now, in other stories as well, the Tanzania, with no heavyweight opposition candidates cleared to campaign in Wednesday's election, many Tanzanians feel the vote is less like a contest and more like a coronation for President Samia Suluhu Hassan as she faces her first presidential election. The 65-year-old became the East African nation's first female head of state after the death of in 2021 of sitting President John Magufuli, who was admired on the one hand for his no-nonsense drive to stamp out corruption, but criticized on the other hand for his authoritarian clampdown, dissent, and controversial attitude towards COVID pandemic. The President Samia, who had been vice president, seemed like a breath of fresh air. And with her warmer and friendlier style, she initiated reforms that seemed to represent a radical departure from her predecessors' policies. Her 4R policy, reconciliation, resilience, reform, and rebuilding, reopened Tanzania to foreign investors, restored donor relations, and mollified the International Monetary Fund and World Bank. She made a difference. The lost relationship between Tanzania and international organizations such as World Bank was restored, political analysts have said. But over the last 2 years or so, the political space has drastically shrunk. And the targeting of government critics and opposition voices is said to be more ruthless now than it was ever under Magufuli, with regular abductions and killings now reported. Samia came in with conciliatory tone, but now she has become more bolder and makes tough decisions that many did not expect her to do. Mr. is also saying that she is now widely blamed for some things like abduction, killings, repression of opposition, and other issues on security. This is reflected in reports from Freedom House, a US-based democracy and human rights advocacy group, which ranked Tanzania as partly free in 2020 and not free last year. Well, Starr Radio UK. She's doing everything that she got to do, right? Power corrupts, and as we say, absolute power corrupts absolutely. Well, Madagascar, Rajoelina, former Madagascar President Andre Rajoelina, who was ousted in the coup last week, has been stripped of his citizenship by the new regime. The order signed by new Prime Minister Salama Rajanorivello cited local laws stipulating that people who acquire foreign citizenship will lose their Malagasy nationality. Rajoelina, 51, obtained French citizenship a decade ago, prompting calls for his disqualification from the 2023 presidential election. But he defied those calls and went on to win. He fled the African island nation after weeks of protests over persistent power and water shortages, culminating in a military takeover led by Colonel Michael Randranirina. Rajoelina has said he has gone into hiding for his own safety, and his whereabouts remains unclear. Now, how can you be a president of a nation and go and get a citizenship of another nation? But well, it all depends on their constitution. So if the constitution is saying that, well, you can have both, then why not? Then it's at liberty to do so. But if not, then what exactly has happened there? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. We are moving on because we will be going to Cyprus in the next 7 minutes. But one other story from the African front there before we land. There's a couple of them from there. A couple of them. The Ivorian election took place over the weekend. While the country awaits definitive results for the presidential election, the Electoral Commission has announced first results that point to an overwhelming victory to current President Alassane Ouattara, who will now start a fourth mandate, age 83. Well. Now, around 9 million voters cast their ballots on Sunday in Ivory Coast to select their next president. Now, without much surprise for analysts of the political situation, the next president might not differ much from the current one, or rather, Not at all. According to a preliminary election result released by the Independent Electoral Commission, current President Alassane Ouattara is leading the race with major difference to the other 4 candidates. So virtually, he is far ahead. Well. It is Starr Radio UK. And now let's move on to another story coming from Mali. The 2 countries required each other citizen to post up to $10,000 in bonds if they are applying for a tourist or business visa. That's the U.S. and Mali. The U.S. has now removed Mali from the list of countries required to post visa bonds to obtain a visa to the U.S. But up to $10,000 in bonds for a tourist or a business visa. This is the effort Malian citizens and their counterparts from the U.S. had to make to obtain a visa to the other respective country. The visa policy row between the 2 nations started in early October when the U.S. introduced the new visa bond pilot program and put Mali on the list with an implementation date set for the 23rd of October 2025. So we see what happens on that front. It's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK. But the news that is making the round, most of the rounds in on the African front, is the declaration of Paul Biya as the winner of the Cameroon elections. What else do you think? Well. Let's move on to Niger. Okay. Okay, 2 stories from Nigeria all pertaining to should I call him the freedom fighter? Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So let's bring you that. Mr. Kanu, upon resumption of hearing in his ongoing trial for alleged terrorism offenses, told Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court in Abuja that he had perused the case file with the conclusion that he has no case to answer. Justice Omotosho had on Friday fixed today for Mr. Kanu to open his defense following his complaint that the case file was yet to be handed over to him. The IPOB leader had in a motion filed on October 21 informed the court of his intention to call about 23 witnesses and to apply for a witness summons. But when the case was called today, Mr. Kanu said he had reviewed the case file and realized there was no valid charge against him. IPOB Lynch Payne argued that since he was convinced there was no valid charge against him and that he had been subject to an unlawful trial, there was no need for him to mount a defense. The judge then asked Mr. Kanu to file a written address so that to that effect and to serve in the on the prosecution. The judge advised him to consult criminal law experts on the consequences of the option he had chosen. The judge consequently adjourned the matter until November 4th, 5th, and 6th for adoption of the final written address based on the defendant's position that the evidence led so far and the charge had no established in any case against him or for the defendant to enter his defense. Well, if he says that he's not going to answer for anything, it doesn't think that he has to be charged for anything, what do you think is going to happen to him? So if he's found guilty because he decided not to file any defense, then what happens? And now that he's saying that, well, he's not going to be fighting for or saying anything, What is all that about? Well, ladies and gentlemen, Star Radio UK, we're going to be crossing over pretty soon. But let's take this story from Ghana and then move on. Former member of parliament for Kumbungu, Ras Mubarak, has hit back at Education Minister Aruna Idrisu over his comments endorsing short hair for students in senior high schools. According to Ras Mubarak, the directive is misplaced and does nothing to shape students' morality or prevent future corruption. Speaking in reaction to the minister's remarks during Mawuli Senior High School's 75th anniversary celebration, where Aruna Idrisu said, "Long hair will not be tolerated as long as we are molding character." Ras Mubarak argued the morality is not determined by appearance. In posts on the social media October 26th, that yesterday, the former legislator questioned the logic behind the policy, referring Ghana's past double salary scandal involving some public officials. How does keeping kids' hair short stop them from growing to be double salary tickets or corrupt politicians? Schools should be focusing on civics, patriotism, and community service. That's more effective way to shape students' values and behaviors, he wrote. So I'm going to be ending the first bit of the program there because it's a minute after 12 where we're going to be crossing over to Cyprus. But if you're a parent, I'm a parent. I've got my daughter Delta Iresi, who is in secondary school. Okay, now if you are saying that she has to cut her hair or has to have low hair, she's got lots of hair, so if she decided to grow it, now how does that change her moral fiber? How does it change her, I mean, I don't know, shaping her thoughts or her behavior? Then let us go on to the next stage to say that, well, let all the girls cover their heads then in coming to school so that nobody sees their heads, and so then maybe that will do it. Or because when you look at this part of the world where you have children going to school and they have all hairstyles and all that bit, they do their own bits and then they go to school. So those who want to grow their hair, they're not cutting it. The hair is just there. Now, if somebody decides that they want to have a low haircut, that is up to them. But well, we know that we've had that in the past. But how has that helped our education? How has that helped our moral development? How has that helped discipline when it comes to corruption and doing all that stuff? We had all that, and yet we have leaders who are stressed bad or worse. So are we looking in the wrong direction when it comes to our girl child, or what? And education as a whole. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK. 2 minutes past the top of the hour at a time. Just stay tuned. Don't touch the dial. I'll be taking you to Cyprus. Let's take a quick commercial break and I'll be with you. Stay tuned. Hey, Charlie. You're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy. You stressed out. Tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy. JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep. I think that's a better place to be. At least you get a bit of warmth, but you get good economy there. Well, listeners, HRH Linda Pallien, she's going to come your way, or she's going to be telling us, or be dealing with Career 101 this afternoon. So wherever you are, don't you go away at all. We're going to be crossing straight to her. What are we looking at this afternoon?
So we're looking at careers advice for young people, college students, and university students.
Okay, careers advice for young people. Okay, I got my younger daughter who is in her final year. She came over, I think, a couple getting to the weekend. She was telling me she was getting ready to write her thesis or something. She's been quite busy. Yeah, but you ask some of them, she knows what she's doing now. You have some of them who's getting to the uni and you're asking them, what do you really want to do? And they're not sure of it. You have those of them in sixth forms, and theirs is even a worst case scenario. So what I've done is some of the youth in the church, when I come to church every Sunday, they have to come and talk to me because I want to find out what is going on in their heads. Okay? So, well, if you're a parent listening to us, this is the program that you have to be on this afternoon, because HRH Linda is going to lead you and teach you what you can do for people who need this advice. That is our children and our children's children. What about that? Okay, Linda, over to you.
Fantastic. I love what you said about helping the youth and at least talking to them and having those conversations. And that's the importance of careers advice, just starting those conversations and planting those seeds early.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time when we're working with adults, they're like, oh, I wish I had somebody like you when I was young. And you really don't want them to wait to that time before they start thinking, oh, could I really make a career out of this hobby that I've been doing, or is this even possible for me? What do I need to get into this career? Because sometimes we're looking at our parents or people that are older than us, and we think, oh, I really want to do what they do, and we have no idea what it is or if logistically it's possible for us. So the earlier young people start having these conversations, the better. So it's amazing to at least ask the question, what do you want to do? It's a ratty question and nobody wants to answer that. It starts you thinking. You don't have to have an answer, but it gets you thinking, if I had all the resources in the world, what would I be doing? Where would I be spending my time? How can I apply my existing skills into a career to get some money? Whatever it is, or to do something that is fulfilling to me, or to make a difference. So definitely careers advice is very important at any age, at every age. Whether you're young, whether you're thinking of changing careers and later in life, whether you're planning retirement, it's important because our vocation is pretty much where we spend most of our time. So it's important to at least feel confident in what we're doing. So this,
go on.
I've listed 10 steps that I use for young people to start thinking about. But of course, if you're not a young person, you know a young person, then do direct to them this way. And if not, it's interesting for an older person just to listen what they can be doing right now, as well if you're planning a career change or promotion. So we'll start. The first step is seek internship opportunities. A lot of people wait until maybe the college or the university organizes it. But as a proactive young person, it's good. There's so much competition out there. So you really need to start. Internships is really important, whether it's a compulsory part of your course or not. It's important to get that done early. Don't get caught up in your working part-time that you miss out on an internship opportunity. A lot of people do the bar work and the waitressing and the weekend job, so you don't have time for an internship because it eats into your time. You're building your future, so sometimes you have to weigh the pros and cons. I remember when I was working for a supermarket and I had this internship opportunity to go work in China for a bit, and the supermarket wouldn't give me the time off to go do that, and they literally asked me to choose between that. And of course you can understand them because they're managing a business and they have their staff and their concerns. So again, this is another good point. Listen, be careful whose advice you take, because they might be encouraging you to stay because it suits them. But what is good for you and your future in the long term? you know, and then when you weigh it, you can do that. So definitely for internship opportunities, networking, you leveraging your network, people from church, people from your academic tutors, people, your friends' parents who might be in careers that you want to do, fairs, research, internet research. A lot of us consume social media in the social context, but it's a great way to pull together a nice pool of people that you're interested in what they do, that you can reach out to and sort of seek an internship that way too. So don't miss out on those opportunities to expand your network and to be able to secure an internship without waiting for your school to organize it. Because even when the schools organize it, you still have the application process to do. So you might as well get in there. The second aspect about getting your career work in is the work study program. Sometimes you can, if your institution doesn't offer it, you can create it, you can arrange this yourself. Within Europe, they have the Erasmus program. I think the UK still benefits from the Erasmus program, perhaps in a different way, but or other equivalent programs where you can go and exchange in a different country, maybe even in the same country, but maybe doing 6 months of your course on a different project so that you're able to get the work experience simultaneously and have it count towards your credits for your final project. This happens definitely in universities, but also in some colleges. So look up those things and if it's possible for you in your grade. And sometimes we don't want to, sometimes it means that you might stay behind 1 year if you're doing a work study program. But of course, for most universities, the fees are not the same as well. So I know that's a big concern for students. If I'm going to do 4 years rather than 3 years of my education, I might as well finish my degree early. Sometimes you're better off doing the longer period of time and then waiting for and then securing yourself, because sometimes, and actually most of the time, internships lead to long-term employment. So it's really something to consider, and especially parents as well of young people, rather than just thinking about the money aspect or hurry up and start being a profitable member of society.
Leave me alone.
Sometimes the network and the connections you make during your internships are far more valuable than any sort of entry graduate role you might do later on. Or you might settle for any sort of entry level role you might settle for because you graduated and you find out no one's hiring. So that's important. The third thing you can do is to grow your skills and knowledge and keep your skills up to date. So again, expanding the range of skills that you have, getting certificates for the skills, extracurricular skills that you're building up. So whether you're doing an online marketing course, or if you're doing an online budgeting course, or whatever it is that's complementary to what you're working towards, will stand you in good stead. You don't want to finish uni and then not be promoted over another person or not be employed because that person has maybe did a marketing degree and you've got a communications degree, and all the difference would have been would be a 2-hour marketing program to say you've got a certificate. So it's important to start looking at these sort of satellite skills that will help you and give you the extra edge over other candidates for your graduate role. And in general, it's good practice to be a more well-rounded person. So that's really important for young people to think about, but also for the workforce in general. So a range of skills will really help. The fourth aspect is to stay focused. Stay focused in your search. Start searching early, whether it's your first year or you just turned 15, start searching early, start asking these questions early, as I said, and stay focused on it as well. Keep an eye on the market and the industry, what's doing, what new is coming up in the industry, where is it going, how can I prepare myself to enter this marketplace, and so future planning really will help you and keeping focused, definitely. Number 5 is to balance with the personal life, and I think this is really important. It's not necessarily a concrete actionable skill, but it's really important. I see a lot of baby boomers, so people that now 50s, 60s, who have worked all their lives and never had any fun, because they had to be, they were so focused on work.
Yeah.
And therefore, in their 50s, 60s, sometimes 40s, they start going off the rails a little bit because they need to have there's a balance to be had in all of this. So definitely as a young person, keep some hobbies, make sure that you're having a balanced personal life, and it also stops the psychological problems later. It gives you a sense of well-being, because in the West we're more focused on the future. We're oriented. What's going to happen? What's my next promotion opportunity? Where's my next paycheck coming from? But we don't live in the now, and sometimes this chase can feel endless, and then one day you wake up and realize you haven't lived at all. So the balance is definitely important, and it makes you well-rounded as an individual as well. And of course, it helps with your network when you're looking for contacts or introductions into a particular field or into a particular company. If you have networks, and maybe in your shooting class or in your dance class, who might be able to help you, again, knowing them informally, again, build your network. The next point is pursue your passion. As a young person as well, you can afford to pursue your passion. Anyone can afford to pursue their passion. I don't want that to be misleading, but as a young person, because you don't have that many dependents yet, or if any at all, you can afford to see how far you'll get with things that you're passionate about, and how you can apply them into an industry that would then pay you and you can make a career of. Because out of when you're passionate about something, it's easy to spend more time doing it. It's easy to master the skill because you're interested naturally anyway. You seek more, and therefore you're more likely to be better than someone that's not passionate about it and just doing it because it's a job. So that's a good place to start. What am I attracted to? And it could be what you're doing, but also what you're consuming and watching. You may not necessarily be doing it physically, but it interests you when somebody talks about it, or it interests you as a program on TV or whatever it is. It's a good place to start to look at what's grabbing my attention and how can I leverage this in my career. Okay, and then 7th point will be to strive for excellence. And I think Frank touched on this earlier. Stay motivated and strive for excellence. A lot of young people, especially when you're given an opportunity, they think, oh, well, it's just an internship, or I'm only young, so there's not the attention to detail or the care that is attached to it. It's like, oh, it's only a little thing, I'll be forgiven, I'm a young person. Oh, I can leave early. They understand that I have a life.
I will suck you. Linda, we can't hear you. Okay, yeah. No, it's faint, very faint.
Change on my end.
Okay. Yeah, it seems to be coming up a bit now. Okay, go on.
looks like we got to the good bit.
Go on, we can hear you now.
Okay, fantastic. So, I was talking about doing things right.
Yeah.
Of course, when you practice getting away with doing the bare minimum, a lot of people say, "Oh, it's just a part-time project. I don't need to do it right." That becomes your habit, and even when you want to do it with the best of intentions, you don't have the ability to because you're out of practice. So every opportunity, whether it's an internship, whether it's a part-time, whether it's a volunteering opportunity, whether it's paid, whether it's not paid, do it to the best of your ability. You build the skill that way, and you never know who would see that work and reward you for that. It's really important, and it's one of these short-sighted ways of looking at things. And I saw that a lot in Ghana, and of course, how I grew up, we think, 80, it's pretty much there, or I'm almost finished, it's 4:00, or before we know it, it's 5, let me go early, and you sort of don't have the attention to detail as you need. So that's really important for young people, build that skill earlier, and everybody will appreciate it. Everybody, wherever you go, whatever work opportunity, they appreciate it if you do something to the best of your ability. And also that you're resourceful. Managers love people that are resourceful. Don't wait and ask a question of, where do I do this, when you could easily Google it. You know what I mean? Like, when people ask questions where you think, how do I use this program again? And it's a 5-minute search on Google, and you wouldn't have wasted their time. And that's really helpful too. So again, building those skills that is going to make you employable and keep you employed is really important. And then of course, using the resources that are available to you as a young person, whether it's, again, as you said, like a church mentoring program, whether it's your school's career service, whether it's these incentives the companies have for taster days, where you can just apply and do an internship. There's a lot of opportunities available to you. Find them, know them, use them. These will really help you. The older you get, these opportunities either become less or they're more expensive. So as a young person, if you have an opportunity to get a free resource, get free access, use LinkedIn Pro, whatever it is, I think I know Microsoft Office used to do, this is ages ago, I don't know what the new programs are, but they used to do a student discount. Apple still do student discount. All of those, use those resources you have and build up your skill. Photoshop as well, have a free version for students as well, and if you can be able to learn that and build your skill, super important. And then let's create opportunities as well. Number 9 is to create opportunities. You don't have to wait to be handed an opportunity. Create your own opportunity, whether it's starting your own side hustle, doing a blog, looking into entrepreneurship, building your network, whether it's recent graduates or people on your course or that have done your course that you can do an insight day with or a shadowing with. And of course, online, people you meet online as well, safely, of course, that you can generate opportunities towards the career that you're heading for. And then finally, the 10th point is to find companies on social media. You can get a lot more insight into a company now from what they put out, what they share, who they're in contact with, who is recruiting in what department, what their day-to-day is like. So again, making use of social media on the corporate side as well, on the company side, to get more of an insight or to get a foot into the door is really helpful.
Wow. Listeners, you could see that this time around, I did my best not to interrupt her for her to flow all out, because these are 10 steps that if you take, it will help you a great deal in your career. I mean, as she said earlier on, there are some things that I do ask myself, that if should I have had advice at the time, I thought, whoa, I would have been that step ahead, several steps ahead, but we didn't have the opportunity where you have now, where you have programs going on advising parents as to what your words can do or what you can do directly. But this is why Starr Radio UK, in conjunction with HRH Linda Pallien, is doing our best to bring your way, so that you know that when you sit back another 5 years, another, even call it 2 years, even a year, you say that, wow, I took this advice, and because of that, look at where I find myself. So they can count your blessing, and not sitting down one day and putting your hands in your finger in your mouth and biting it and saying, I wish. It might be too late by then. But well, it's not too late for you now that you are still alive, listening to what we will want you to listen to. This program is going to be ready on the podcast in the next few minutes, and you can go to the social media platform, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Periscope, where we broadcast it on, and go re-listen to it. It will help you a great deal, because people have to pay money to go for seminars to listen to such advices from them. But you've had it for free this morning or this afternoon. What do you think about that? Well, Linda, let me come back to you. You just sum it up quickly, and then you can put your contact details, and we can talk about my books as well.
Fantastic. So we've been talking about career advice for young people and for the youth, and the key is to start early, to make it to take advantage of the opportunities you have now, the resources, ask, social media, whatever it is you have at your disposal. You don't have to have everything, but wherever you are and whatever resources you have, make the most of it. Make the most of the contacts you have, the people you come in contact with, and make it known what you're looking to do, and seek out people who are in the same industry that might be able to help you get there. So we've shared 10 aspects of how to get your career started as you're young, because again, it takes a while to be promoted, you know. So the earlier you start, the better it is for you. We all admire 30-year-old CEOs or 25-year-old CEOs, and they started when they're young.
Yeah.
The parents gave them the opportunity. You're being given the opportunity now, so definitely make the most of it.
Okay, so let's talk about the books now.
To help you with these, with your studies and with these resources, you can see on your screens now there's 3 books that are really all you need to take your career to the next level. The first book, How to Career, is really 6 steps, 6 simple steps that helps you evaluate a career opportunity. Maybe you want to be an engineer. Is this the right career for you? So using the 6 steps, you can have a checklist. Do I care about it? Is it genuinely authentic to me, or am I following other people? Do I have the reason why? Does it excite me? Do I have the support system or the network, the environment to be able to do that? And how much does it pay as well? So you have all of that resource in How to Career. And this is available on Amazon, online. It's available on Book Depository. It's available Waterstones online, Nielsen. Any online book, How to Career by Linda Pallien, you'll find it there. Any online bookshop. And then the second one is Career Success. Once you've decided what career you're going into, or if you're currently working at the moment, how to get to the next level, to get promoted, to get the recognition you deserve, to get the credibility you deserve, and also the money that you deserve. Definitely Career Success. That takes it a step further from book 1, How to Career, and it gives you tools to be able to increase your perceived value in the marketplace, and that's where the money comes in. So it's talking about how to effectively network, how to answer interview questions, how to build yourself up, to create a brand for yourself and create a presence in the workplace. Career Success really helps you with that. And again, that's available online anywhere, in a lot of bookshops as well. Just search Career Success by Linda Pallien, and that should come up on Amazon, Book Depository, Waterstones, everywhere. And then finally, we have the Ultimate Career Workbook, and that needs no introduction. It's a workbook where you can actually write in the book itself, and it's a step-by-step checklist of, have I done everything I can do to be at the top of my career right now, and what's my next step? What am I looking for? What am I heading towards? What can I do to leave a legacy in my field? And the work will take you step by step. What do I need to know or ask for in a peer review meeting or in a performance review meeting? What do I need to take to an interview? All of these it's a checklist. All of these are in that Ultimate Career Workbook. And again, you can find that on Amazon Career. If you Google Career and Linda Pallien, that should come up in the nearest. Well, actually, now it gets delivered to you, so you're not going anywhere for it.
Mm-hmm.
Take advantage of it, and these are very, very affordable resources that you can use to jumpstart your career.
Okay. Well, she's put all the details there for you, and the books have been made available to you as well. So please take advantage of this. Yeah. I wish that I am 18 or now before I'm going to uni and I had all this information at hand. Jesus, what would I would have done? I tell you that it would be mind blowing. But hey, it's not too late. Yeah, you can still go into whether you are old or whatever it is. Yeah, the resources are there. Make sure you take advantage of it. Linda, let me say thank you once again.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Have a lovely day. We'll catch up later.
You too.
Right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that has been HRH
Linda Pallien on
Linda
101, and today we had
that has been HRH Linda Pallien on Career 101, and we've had so I say a smashing discussion pertaining to career advice for our youth. So wherever you are, once again, let me say thank you very, very much. But it's about time. I'm going to bring the program to a close and to take my bow, and I will be with you tomorrow, God willing. But let me quickly go to some of the updates to see if there have been any further changes there pertaining to your travels. And I can tell you what we put across earlier on is still persisting, so there's not been any changes there. And then when it comes to the news updates as well, on the African front, yes, the latest news is Cameroon's 92-year-old president winning a controversial 8th time. He's going until he pops. Well, Starr Radio UK, and then still on. Well, so that is about it. That is about it for the day. Here in the UK, no other new development from there. Yes, and across the globe, we can see anything of stuff like that going. Not in Russia, a blades of Ukraine. The question of appeasement is back. That is the Russian-Ukrainian war that is going on. But well, as it was said before the beginning, that's 3 years plus when the war started, Putin said it wasn't a war, that it was a military exercise. But the military exercise seemed to be going on unabated. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where I bring the program to a close. It's been a pleasure coming your way. Until I see you tomorrow morning, it is me, Archie, saying have a top of the day. But we take this commercial break, and once that is over, I tell you, I'm out like that. Stay tuned, and God richly bless you. Thank you very much for joining in. Hey, Charlie, you're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired. Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
This is Starr Radio UK,
the best radio show. Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening.